First things first, make sure any food items that you get, you make sure you throw it in the trash when you're finished. We are not here to litter, we're here to stand up for Black lives, okay? Okay. Okay, hello. Thank you. Period. Thank you all for coming out today to support Black Lives Matter, to amplify the Black voices in our community, and to fight against this injustice that we are fighting in our country. We would first like to thank, first of all, the activists that are standing up here who are just students, really, who really want to stand up for Black Lives Matter. No matter what our color is, we are literally standing here. So Black Lives Matter is beyond just saying you support us. It's standing up on this stage and really being about it. So thank you to all of our co-organizers. Thank you all for coming out here and standing in solidarity with us. And we also want to thank Black Lives Matter IE, who has backed and supported us and put us in contact, giving us multiple resources, and we would not be able to do that without them. So thank you to them. Thank you, Black Lives Matter IE. And also thank you to Queer Coalition. They are the reason why we have snacks today, why we're able to even come up here and speak. They provided all of the support we needed, anything. So shout out to the Queer Coalition IE. Now we have several reasons for protesting today. The overarching, the injustice, killings of Black Americans, and just no justice, police not being rightfully prosecuted for the crimes that they committed against us. We also are here to, well, first of all, can you guys hear me in the back? Are you guys able in the back to hear us? Okay, thank you. Louder? Okay, thank you. Okay. We're going to try to just speak as loud as we can. This is as loud as the speakers go, so we're going to work with what we have. So more than obviously just protesting for lives that were injusticely killed right in front of all of us, all over social media and everything, it's also to stand up for Black lives that are still living, that are still supporting, that are still here for us every single day. They're creating art. That's what we're here for. It's bigger than just caring about us when we're dead. You have to care for us when we're alive. So first of all, obviously, I would like to bring up how George Floyd passed away. That was the silver lining as to why we are all here protesting today. This man's life was taken from him as he was pleading to stay alive. So there's more than just wanting police to just treat us nicely or just try to calm down situations. It's about understanding that you're hurting our community. When we're asking you to stop. We're asking you to please listen to us as we're being killed. We'd also like to shine light on a local case in Rialto, the case of Lawrence Bender, who was shot by Rialto police last year in July. He was shot by the police, and then he was brought to the emergency room. His family was not allowed to contact him, not allowed to see him, and then he was arrested. So we need to bring justice to that. We need to hold IE accountable because this is not just happening in Minneapolis, this is happening right here. Mm-hmm. We'd also like to bring up Breonna Taylor. Yes. Black women are being left out of this movement. Yes. So you need to say her name, say it loud, and say along with the others who were unjustly killed.
Three officers raided her apartment, shot her 8 times, and they need to be brought to justice. So we need to do that for Black women.
So reopen her case. Those police need to go to jail. Okay?
Period.
And another name we would also like to bring up is Tony McDade. He is left out of this whole movement because he is a transgender man. Are you serious? All Black lives matter.
They are killing us because of the color of our skin. And if, as Black people, we try to separate because they're bi, they're gay, they're transgender, then we need to be united. And we're never going to bring justice unless we recognize that all Black lives matter. We need to fight for all Black lives.
And another reason why we're out here protesting today is to bring awareness to how Black history is not correctly taught in every single grade school.
We are taught that we are slaves and we are nothing else. They need to put positive literature in our books and teach kids that they are more than just a slave, that their history is more than in slavery. And how many of you guys know Black Wall Street? Okay, and there needs to be all hands raised, okay?
Period. All hands. So you guys need to go home, learn about Black Wall Street, and learn what they really did to us.
Decolonize research, y'all. Decolonize research. Education.
Decolonize research.
Period. So at the end of our performances, if there's any Black voices who would like to highlight their story, tell their story, speak their truth, you can line up right here and you can speak to us as the performances are going on and tell us what you want to talk about and come up here and speak your truth at the open forum at the end of all of our performances.
And next we have a representative from Black Lives Matter IE who's also here to speak to you people.
Hey, how y'all doing? All power to the people. All power to the people. All power to the people. You know, we're here because, like these young ladies said, that there's another Black man that has been killed unjustly by the police, and it took a national movement just to get the suggestion of justice. We're tired of having to come out here every single time a Black man, a Black woman, a trans Black person, a queer Black person is killed unjustly by the police and nothing happens. So we need you, we're so thankful for you guys for coming out here, but we need y'all to continue to come out here, link up with the local grassroots organizations that have been fighting for a while, and link up with these young women so that we can continue to apply pressure so that not just George Floyd can get justice, not just Breonna Taylor, not just Tony McDade, but Lawrence Bender, Isaac Kelly, Anthony Smith. All these cases are happening right here in Riverside, Moreno Valley, Rancho Cucamonga, Rialto. This is a systemic issue. This is why when murder in Minneapolis happens, there's an uprising in San Bernardino, because it's happening in San Bernardino as well. And just like those officers didn't get arrested until people stood up and came together, nothing happened. Nothing is happening in San Bernardino until we stand together and have a focused approach on how to get Lawrence Bender free. Black Lives Matter Inland Empire has a few demands for San Bernardino and Riverside County in order to get Lawrence Bender's freedom. Number 1 is we demand Lawrence Bender to be freed immediately. Number 2 is we demand the Riverside Sheriff to be held accountable for his actions. Number 3 is reallocate funds meant for police and instead allocate those funds to education and programs that benefit underserved communities. Such as community centers, housing for the homeless, and meal programs. We demand an end to the police state. Number 5, we demand an end to the prison industrial complex. The United States has the largest population of incarcerated people in the entire world, in the entire history of mankind. We call this the land of the free and the home of the brave, but we have more people locked up than anywhere in the entire planet. Number 6 is we demand that all officers and public officials be held accountable for their crimes. Black Lives Matter Inland Empire calls for the defunding, the disarming, and the abolishment of the police. We don't need half of the city's budget going to the police department. We need half of the city's budget going to schools, to the homeless, to healthcare, to education. We need resources, not police. When we say disarm the police, we mean that. We're the only developed country in the world with police that are armed like they are in the military. We need to demilitarize the police. There's no reason for tanks to be going down Main Street. I'm gonna end this by saying, I want y'all to say this with me. Jail killer cops! 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 My name is Broderick Dunlap. I want you guys to follow Black Lives Matter IE, BLM IE